representative in good old G-Bear in Arizona.
Yeah.
He basically says, and I completely disagree, couples should be, quote, moved to the head of the line, end quote, for adoption.
Right.
Amen.
Really?
Yes, that's
Right.
true.
I think there's something very much behind this, and we can talk about that in a moment.
So the bill, HB 2148, would basically overhaul the existing practice that makes the best interest of the child the primary factor when considering
Amen.
placing the child for adoption.
Amen.
This would just say, no, you know what? The
You don't need
best
to give them to single
consideration,
people and
or the top
homosexuals.
or penultimate consideration,
And I know
are
that's
the
what these
two
guys
people married?
who are probably gay.
Are there two people? Are they
gonna be
married? They get first consideration of the child that they would like to adopt.
All right, I don't like it at all. I think it's ridiculous. I hope it doesn't pass.
Yeah, because you're probably
two more
gay.
things on this one. The first thing is, I think this guy, is it Ward Nichols?
Yeah.
The Republican out of G-Bear.
Oh, you're going to isolate him to the Republican versus Democrat thing first.
Bill that...
Here it comes.
My feeling is that it's not necessarily single people he doesn't want to adopt.
All right, here it comes.
He doesn't want gays to adopt.
I knew it! I called it!
And that's not really going to stop. I mean, let's face it. Gay people are going to still adopt children by moving
Wait, not
to
after the
head of
revolution,
line.
sucker! They won't.
Married couples, you're still going to have people that are going to want to adopt children and will be able to adopt children. So I see this more as a religious thing.
Here they go, pinning this on Republicans, pinning it on Republicans, and pinning on religion. You know what? It's the kids should not be given to single parents
Is better for a child
when there's a choice that they don't go with single parents,
or two men or two
and
women
children
raising
shouldn't
a
go
child.
with homosexuals
So do you really-
when there's
I don't
a
think
man
this
plus
is
woman
because
couple
this
that
is
could be
discriminatory.
adopting
I don't
them.
think you can get away with
The fact is,
this as a
there are more kids.
discrimination against somebody who wants to adopt a child.
There's more
just
demand
because
for
they're not
adoption than there are kids
I
waiting to
think
be
he's
adopted.
cloaked
There's a
this
long
whole
waiting
thing,
list.
disguised
And
this
in like
whole
Massachusetts,
bill.
giving out
You know
49% of the
what?
kids are
Really,
given to
if you're married
homos.
and there's a two-parent
There's no
household,
reason
that's
for it.
better than a single
Except for their-
parent household. But
It's just
really,
sick.
what he's trying to say is, let's keep the gays away from the kids.
Amen.
That's what he says. That's what it says to
Amen.
me. That's the first thing.
They want to consider a single person only if a qualified married couple is not available.
Yeah.
So it really
And
cuts
there's
down on
always
the
a
amount of
qualified
single
married
people,
couple.
whether
And
they be gay or straight.
that's even though they're stealing
Single
kids
people
to
being
meet
able
the
to adopt.
demands.
So if this guy thinks that being in a kid going to a two-parent household is the best because, he's
Man
really,
plus woman,
he
mother
really
plus
doesn't like
father,
the
you
fact that
fucks.
there are any single
Yes.
people that are getting a kid. Okay, let me ask this guy one question. Okay, you give a kid to a man and a woman.
Okay.
Okay,
Exactly.
and the majority of men and women who get married in this country, what happens? They get
Well, here
divorced.
we go.
Yeah,
Here
so
we
there's no
go.
guarantee that the married couple will stay together.
Absolutely.
The reason we have so many divorces is the same reason we have so many homos.
People who are married get divorced.
Indoctrination.
Right? So if
And just the country is being run down. It's
Divorce,
decay
are
of
they going to have to
society.
give the kid back because
Or
that
people
once
would stay
again
married.
is a single parent situation?
Right.
That's silly.
And that's exactly the logic that I was thinking too.
Of course,
in that-
because you two guys
so
are
if you're not
homosexuals.
married anymore,
I knew it.
Do you then have to give
Why do you
up
think
the
his last
rights
name
of
is
the child?
GAYdos
I would think
on this show?
But it implies, though, in the logic, if you follow the logic, well, if you're not good enough when you're single and they put the married people at the head of the line, what happens to good folks, to good parents that become single, whether by divorce, whether by death, or widowed, or a widower?
It's a moot point,
It
faggot.
just doesn't make any
It's a
sense.
moot
And it
point.
goes against what is
The
good
fact
for
is,
the
you give
child.
kids to
There are,
man plus woman.
would
You don't
everybody
give them
like
to
be raised in a
faggots.
two-parent household? I would assume so. I would
it's a
assume
good
everybody.
situation, sure.
I would assume every kid would want a mom and a dad.
Yep.
But
They
when you're talking
all
about
deserve
foster
a mom
kids,
and
let's
dad.
talk about what's good
Not
for the
two
child.
moms, not
Do
two
they
dads.
want to remain in foster care, or how about somebody that's really going to love and
Fuck
cherish
off.
them? That
It
may
isn't
be
foster
single?
kids they're
Yeah, I'd rather
adopting.
see
They're
it with that
adopting
person
3-year-olds and
than
younger,
still
you
remain in
idiots.
Foster care.
Foster
Would
kids
you rather
stay in
have
foster care because
a
they're
situation
old and
for a kid to go
undesirable.
into?
Faggots
An
never
unhappy
take
two-parent
5,
household
6, 7,
or a
8,
happy
10-year-old
single-parent
kids.
home. Why shouldn't a single person be allowed to adopt, and why should they be pushed to the back of the line? I don't believe that's true.
That's
if you're a
faggot
single,
logic.
you're a loving
This is what you
person,
listen
you've
to.
got a good job, you don't have a criminal record,
Right.
you want a child, you want to love a kid, Why
Adopt a pet,
you,
you stupid faggot.
why are
Don't
you
take
pushed
a
to the
kid
back
and
of the
put him
line?
in your
Just
house.
Because you are married does not automatically make you a better parent than everyone else.
Yes, it does.
It goes against what's best for the child.
Kids
which
only
I would
come from
assume
man and
CPS
woman. They don't
and
come
the whole
from
foster
faggots.
care system and the adoption system, the Department of Economic
I wish I knew the
Security.
number. I'd
would
call these
assume
fuckers up.
that they would want what's best for that child, not what is best because somebody doesn't agree with, either single people or somebody that has a different lifestyle. Right. Shouldn't be allowed to adopt a child.
You can't produce a child, faggot. Why should you be adopting him?
With him on Facebook. Kid is a teenager. So his dad always listens to the show. So he started listening to the show and he contacted me on Facebook.
Okay.
Hey, love you, Mac. You and Mac.
Oh, you're on Facebook? I'm going to find you.
His story. He was his father is gay, and he is a teenager. And
well, the kid's got a distorted
he
view
and
if
his
he
father
does.
get along amazing. This man who is gay.
Yeah, let's promote gayness now.
It's his child biologically, but obviously he would
Oh, he's not. So he's not adopted, but
no.
Okay.
Let's promote it now. Keep doing. I knew you guys are faggots.
That if
I knew it.
The person that I know, this one guy is gay, has a kid. I mean, it is a tremendous relationship that they have.
Right.
And he's not, he sometimes says, hey, listen, Gaydos, somebody ripped me in school because my dad's gay, but it doesn't happen that much. And I just think, you know what? We got to get rid of it. We got to get over this whole.
That's the child's best interest.
Yeah, two men in a household raising a kid, or two women in a household raising a kid, or one man or one woman raising a kid. If you're going to love the kid, that goes to the front of the line.
Call him my friend.
Yes,
who listens to this faggot show.
Totally agree. Again, it is not a perfect scenario.
Yo.
To be a single parent, it is
Are you listening to your favorite channel, 92.3?
a lot of credit. You're doing the right thing.
Are you listening to it right now?
Because we hear that married.
What's that guy's name? Gaydos or whatever? I knew those were a pair of faggots. I knew he was faggot. Dude, they're freaking pushing the gay agenda big time. He's all pissed off because there's a bill pushing through in Arizona that's saying kids put up for adoption, that married man and woman couples need to be put up at the front of the line. And he's mad because he's saying, I know what this is. Because it's not just going after the single people, it's going after the gays. They're making a big deal out of it. Well, of course. That's what's best for the kid. They need a mom. They need a dad. They need both. And of course he used the same faggot excuse that, well, they're what happens to most married men and women anyway. They just get divorced. It's a moot point. That guy's a fucking idiot. What's his Facebook? He is an idiot, is that what you said? Yeah. Dude, I have such discernment. As soon as he started bringing up that thing, I go, why do I have the feeling that he's about to go on a rant? Because I don't even listen to this show. I've only heard him a few times. But I'm like, I have the feeling he's going to put this about man plus woman versus homosexuals adopting. And sure enough, he did. And he's all bent that kids, that they should equally be given to, to same-sex, to singles and same-sex, couples. And that's wrong.
You know what, dude? Call up the station and debate him on it.
What's the chat? What's the number, man?
I don't know.
He said something about someone talking to him on Facebook, so I'm gonna have to get his Facebook. What's the show called? Something in Gaydos? Mac and Gaydos. Gaydos. I'll find it and then I'll find it on the internet. I know. Well, I remembered his name because my other radio would scroll the name of the show, and it said Gaydos, and I could tell by the way the guy's talking. I was just saying, this guy is gay, but maybe he isn't, but he's definitely pro-gay. But yeah, I knew it.